I've seen the sigil from the vault around here before. Find it, and I may find the culprit. Amid all this excitement, I've had little time to dwell on Ragnarok. When will the storm break? Tomorrow. Or find the future. I think the latter more likely. I have Loki imprisoned for whatever role he has played in Balder's predicament. His son too is bound by my chains. What of Surtr? Prophecies say he must play a part in Ragnarok. But for now, he is merely the abductor of my child, not the bringer of the... Amid all this excitement, I've had little time to dwell on Ragnarok. When will the storm break? Tomorrow. Or find the future. I think the latter more likely. I have Loki imprisoned for whatever role he has played in Balder's predicament. His son too is bound by my chains. Amid all this excitement, I've had little time to dwell on Ragnarok. When will the storm break? Tomorrow. Or find the future. I think the latter more likely. I have Loki in... role he has played in Balder's predicament. His son too is bound by my chains. What of Surtr? Prophecies say he must play a part in Ragnarok. But for now, he is merely the abductor of my child, not the bringer of the Twilight. Still, once Balder is safe, I will return to Asgard and raise him. Are you all right? It is not safe to be out here.
Not safe? Why, this town is the jewel of Svartalfheim. There's nowhere safer, I assure you. No, I merely seek a toy my son dropped. But no matter, he has more than enough at home. And I must get back. My wife will be wondering where I got to. Come, walk with me a moment. I shall introduce you to my boy. He's always wanted to meet an Aesir. Now, I understand your concern. We too have heard the Muspels are coming. But I fail to see what they could want in Svartalfheim.
But they are already here, close by even. That is why I urge you to find shelter.
You Aesir. I have heard how you are famed for your sense of humor. Tell me, have you met Thor?
We are very close, yes.
My son, he loves nothing more than hearing of Thor's adventures. Perhaps you could spare us a tale, if you have time.
Let's keep moving.
Oh, yes, of course.
Amid all this excitement, I've had little time to dwell on Ragnarok. Where are your people?
My people? Why, all around us. Probably looking at us from their windows. But pay them no heed. It's not every day an Aesir.
What is it?
Forgive me. I must have forgotten your name. Keep calling you Aesir. Which feels quite rude of me.
I have many names. My friends call me Havi. You may too.
Oh. Thank you. Havi. A fine name.
Let's get you home.
Hmm? Oh, yes, yes. Here, my...
Survey the area, Sunan.
Here, my home is this next one. I must ask, mind your step. My wife only just potted the lovely plants this morning, and... Do you see that?
See what?
Muspels going into my home.
Amid all this excitement, I've had little time to dwell on Ragnarok.
No!
What? Amid all this excitement, I've had little time to dwell on Ragnarok. When will the the storm break. Tomorrow, or far in the future. I think the latter more likely. I have Loki imprisoned for whatever role he has played in Baldur's predicament. His son, too, is bound by my chains. What of Surtr? The prophecies say he must play a part in Ragnarok. But for now, he is merely the abductor of my child, not the bringer of the Twilight. Still, once Baldur is safe, I will return to Asgard and raise an army. Muspelheim must be conquered, without mercy. This toy hammer, is this?
Mjolnir, yes. My son's pride and joy. Tell me, have you met Thor?
As I said, we are very close, yes.
My son. He loves nothing more than hearing of Thor's adventures. Perhaps you could spare us a tale. If you have time. He should be here. Any moment now. He should be here.
My friend, you must leave this place. It is not safe, and I think you may know that, yes?
Not safe? Why, this town is the jewel of...
Forgive me, my friend. I will not be able to stay any longer. Please pass on my regards to your wife and son.
You're leaving? Oh, but I'm sure there'll only be a moment.
I must, get back to my own son. I'm sorry.
I understand. Of course.
I hope you find that which you need.
Find? Oh, yes. I was looking for something. I'm sure it'll turn up.
Good luck to you. I should not be seen in this area. that the vault was once here. Writings on the ritual. They are performed at night. There's emphasis on something called a salakar. My elven is rusty. Vessel of souls, I think. Is this the object from the vault? The culprit was deciphering elven runes. Something about the binding of only the most powerful Hugas. The culprit searches for a Jotun and a Muspel subject to complete their work. Muspels killing Muspels. From Sinmara. There's much secrecy about the culprit's affairs. Only she and Sutra are aware. The vault is marked here, along with a second location. Another ritual site, perhaps. You're light on your feet, Asa. Following me now?
You've become quite useful, Aesir. My gratitude for opening the vault. Now tell me, what happened there?
I'm following the stink as it rises. As are you. Care to tell me why that is?
Days ago, Sinmara ordered my best warriors to the vault without bothering to inform me. I've not heard from them since.
Well, you're casting your suspicions at the right people. Whose quarters are these?
His name is Kalder, an adept in magic. Or Seder, as you Asgardians sometimes call it. This place is where he practices it.
Whatever he's doing, it is not Seder. At least not as I know it. He is using something called a salakar. It's part of a deadly ritual. And from what this room tells me, the dead will continue to pile up. Dwarves, Jotnar, Muspels.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You wouldn't. Your stepmother despises and distrusts you. Your father only the latter of those, for now. But in time, thanks to her venomous whispers, he may come to hate you as much as she does.
This is a lie. All of it. Your twisted attempt to pit me against them.
Sift through the mesh yourself. No other truth lies within.
Where are you going?
After the salakar. Whatever it is, your father needs it. Maybe the only leverage I have to get my son back. Calder marked a place on a map surrounded by waters just northeast. If he's planning another ritual there, I may be able to understand what value this salakar holds. Something is wrong. Foul. Curse it. Damn troll magic. This room's blessing might help me break the armor's curse. Calder may be nearby. This roof should give me a clear view.
Lord Calder, with your permission we will now return to Asa.
Soon. I have need for you still.
Asa's warriors. Where do they fit into all this?
You are one of our captains, yes?
A duty I share with 2 others here.
I thought I saw something in you. Stout, resolute. Step over here.
Sigrun and Halstein were 2 of the most revered sons of Evaldi. If such prestige is a requirement for these rituals, then Calder is surely luring that Muspel to his death. I wonder if there's a way I can observe the ritual up close. I need to approach Calder without him taking notice. Perhaps the best way is with deception.
Join me, chosen one. Together, we will enact Suitor's will. Who among you?
Let me kill him!
Kill them!
Chased after Calder like a rabid hound. He is no helpless rabbit. What signs might I find of this pursuit? These fools dared stand in our path. How hard was he knocked into this rock? Most likely dead upon impact. Several wounds. This one put up a fight. Briefly, I suspect. Bodies on this warpath. He was the last to die. Asa caught up to Calder. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the dead reveals a direction. Called us to. And most importantly, the Salakars. They are headed west. I need to find... find Calda before Asa does. In her bloodlust, the Salakar is not safe. What see you, old friend? Looks like these two brought all the fires of Muspelheim with them. And Freya wonders why I have always refused to take her on a tour of that scorched dunghill. Two sets of footprints. One is stretched, like someone fled. The other closer together, uneven and lined with blood. They were hobbling, perhaps. Asa and Calder fought here. Blood was spilled. Asa and Calder fought here. He gained the advantage. Foolish girl. Asa, your rage makes you vulnerable. She's hurt, but not enough to stop her. Looks like she followed Calder up that hill. must be careful now. No sight of Asa or Calder. Only these curious Jotun buffoons who stand in my way. They should run, but they won't.
Keep alert until we know what happened here.
Something must have caused the Muspels to leave so abruptly.
The dead stack up. For these Muspels, the Ragnorak came early. These, or similar, were used to restrain someone. Asa's spear, abandoned. Did Calder and his minions finally best her? There was a cart here, and drag marks leading to it. Asa chased Calder into this camp, leaking her lifeblood, blinded by rage and utterly reckless. Looks to have cost her too. She came crashing in, mauling whatever half-wits stood between her and Calder. But those half-wits fought back in numbers. Injured and disarmed, she was overpowered and restrained. Calder then had her tossed onto a cart like a sack of turnips. Looks like they fled up that path. What is it Calder plans to do with the little princess now that she is his prisoner? Surely not. These tracks lead west. I must find Calder and the Zalakar. For Baldur's sake. Perhaps Baldur would not approve of my methods, of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Asa, they're young, pure of heart but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. In the meantime, they must rely on me to ensure they live long enough to achieve that wisdom. And so, I do not have the luxury of being faultless. They made a turn here toward the river. Asa!
Is that you again, Mad One? Come to tempt fate, I see.
I do not die this day. Can you say the same?
Ah, yes. You've proven once already how you like to strut around, unencumbered by fear. Perhaps the Zalakar did not give you an adequate taste of it.
Enough of this blithering. Hand over what is now mine, or shall I just take it?
To know fear, we must be subjected to it. When I am through with you, I will take Asa's willful Hugr. Soon after, the Salakar will be complete. Then, believe me, you will know fear. And pain. Just like your son. Shooter will be surprised when I present him with his own daughter's empty corpse.
Why is Sutra collecting hookahs? What does he mean to do with the Salakar? Tell me!
Why do you aim to finish my work?
Ask yourself how much you care to suffer in these final moments.
Do your worst.
You are wasting your breath. He will not tell you. And he won't have to. His secrets are known to me now. You want them? Move aside. Move aside, or I will destroy it.
Traitor!
Traitor? It is you who are slaughtering your own kind.
What I do for Sutra!
Such devotion requires a strong Hugr. All these Muspel sacrifices, you needed only look inward. Was he right? About you wanting to complete the Salakar?
Sutra will not trade my son for something he cannot use.
So you will see it through? To what end? How many lives would you take?
For Balder, I would drain all 9 realms. Even Asgard.
The words of a dreadful king. And a selfless father. It is the one thing that separates you from my own. You wish to reunite with your son. I wish to see my father's plans lie in ruin. No matter the price. Can you see both through?
I can. But I will need your help. The Salakar still requires the Hugr of a suitable Jotun. Calder never found one. I must get hunting.
Do as you will. In the meantime, I'll join my stepmother, wherever she may be. I will try to learn how the Salakar fits into my father's plans. Under the guise of a contrite stepdaughter, of course. Keep it. I will need a way to find you when it is time to confront my father.
You and this bauble share a bond. I set out to use you to my advantage. It ends with me in your debt.
If it were not for you, I would have never known what my father was capable of. He used our people. Turned them on each other. For his gain. I cannot forgive him. And to that end, I am your ally.
In Asgard, an ally is a friend.
Let us not get carried away.
I wonder which of these dwarves can help me find a suitable Jotun. Perhaps if I listen to their chatter, some fount of wisdom will reveal itself. I should return to the shelter. Perhaps the dwarves there can aid me in finding a Jotun worthy of the Zalakar.
Please, don't be seen here!
Go away! Please!
Go away! For all our good.
Come to humiliate us some more?
Help me, and I'll compose your saga so exalted it will endure Ragnorak itself. But first, I need a name and a place.
For what?
For whom? The mightiest Jotun in all of Svartalfheim.
We know the one. Right hand of Sutunga. Malviga.
Here because of us.
She is worthwhile.
Gave your son Vidar quite the beating once, didn't she?
One day Vidar will make me proud. But why would Malviga care about you two?
Remir and Lom aren't our real names. Allow me to introduce Fjalar and Gala.
The ones who killed Sutinger's father.
I heard something about him trying to outdrink a couple of dwarves. And after, befuddled, tripping and breaking his neck.
Sutinger wasn't happy. Held us responsible. But luckily we'd acquired some mead. Some special mead. And well, Sutinger is partial to a bit of mead. We bartered it in exchange for our lives. Except afterwards, some thieving twat went and stole it.
Loki, most likely. It's always Loki.
Whoever it was, Sutinger didn't catch them. So he decided to take it out on us instead. Sent Malviga to hunt us down. Been incognito ever since. Can't trust this lot not to sell us out.
Still, she hasn't found us yet.
She will. Malviga's dangerous prey, even for you. But we can help balance the scales. At our old house, north of here. Sunk in a lake. Inside, upstairs on a table, you'll find a cup of great potency.
Cup?
You know, the cup.
Oh yes, the cup.
Has the power to do wonderful stuff. For instance...
So, I bring you the cup, and then...
we show you how to use it against Malviga.
It's a deal.
Face it home. No one wants to hear our saga.
There is what?
Sunan, guide me. This is the place. The old home of Brahma and Blom. Whatever they're called, I should find a way inside. Looks like I'll be getting my toes wet. Nothing. Perhaps someone has already been here and stolen it. Assuming there was a cup in the first place.
I fought! Come, test my strength! To leave one of your enemies alive, so they can tell of your greatness.
Everyone knows of my greatness.
Perhaps there are one or two who have not yet heard?
Just tell me where Malvigor is.
What's in it for me?
I do not know, but I will tell you this. The longer you make me wait, the worse it will be.
Malvigor is at the dam to the west. And now? Will you spare me?
Look me in the eye and meet your fate as a warrior should.
Please. Just make it quick.
Find Malvigor at the dam west of here. She is a worthy foe. Loki told me how she and Angerboda once came to blows. It did not go well for Angerboda. We'll find Malvigor at the dam west of here. She is a worthy foe. Loki told me how she and Angerboda once came to blows. It did not go well for Salaka rejects Malvigor. Then it is a false tool, and Sutter pins his hopes on a worthless toy. These rugged views that remind me of when I once roved the land with Freak. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I. And these rugged... These rugged views that remind me of when I once roved the land with Freak. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I. And the trouble and danger even more. And then came the war with the Vanya. Taking Freya as my bride. It helped end that strife, but it ended many other things too. What trickery is this? There is the dam. This tempest. It is ritual. The traitors have been betrayed.
They had hoped that by serving you up, I would show them mercy. Clearly a misapprehension on their part.
Yet here I am, served up.
If I were here for you, High One, I would have brought an army. No. Suttungr will have his vengeance. But not here. I know why you have come.
I have a bone to pick with you. After what you did to my son, Vidar, I must...
Vidar put up an honorable fight.
That is not what I heard.
Do not believe the stories.
Upon his return, too weak to stand, he squirmed like a worm caught in the sun.
You should have seen me. My acolytes had to carry me home on their backs. No. Your boy fought well.
Is that why you spared his life?
It is. But you aren't here to avenge Vidar's honor. You have come to steal my Hugr. And I intend to stop you.
How do you know this?
Aesir, Jotun. You and Loki are both mad. And Hirokin is just as bad. And Thor is so stupid he might as well be mad. You spread chaos wherever you go. Yet, you are all known quantities to us. Surtur is not. He rarely emerges from Muspelheim, and when he does, he shares little with us. Thus, while here, I have sent my spies to learn what he plans. Beyond wiping out the dwarves like he did the elves of Alfheim.
What do you know of his plans?
I know that he found a powerful elven relic, and that his minion, Calder, was tasked with finding the Hugrs necessary to sustain it. That Calder is now trapped within said relic, and that you would have me join him.
I must trade the Salakar for my son.
You. The one who almost killed Suttungr for his meat. Will hand over a legendary relic, take your son and leave. Just like that. Put your mania aside, Havi. Work with me. Together we will foil Surtur's ambitions.
I cannot take the risk. With each breath, Baldur is a step closer to death.
I was a parent once. But we must look beyond ourselves. For the good of all.
We have spoken long enough.
So be it. Come! Inflict a fate worse than death on me. Or die. He's rushing forward!
You are the greater warrior. But this is not the right result. Do what you came here to do.
Get on with it, blind one! End my misery!
Oh, Ymir. True, O Father. My body comes to you. Sent by the same impostor who claimed your own. As for my Hugr, do not weep for me. I do not deserve this.
No, you do not. Right. I must find out more about this Alakar. Perhaps Hirakin. I've seen nothing of her since my arrival in Svartalfheim. That leaves Ivaldi. I must seek him out. Where was it? Ivaldi's workshop ruins in Bangrin. Yes, that is the place.
Yeah!
Found anything worthy of your talents?
This will have to do.
Soon you can put them to good use.
By Ymir. Is that a Salakar? I never knew they actually existed.
I know all the sagas of your people, yet I've never heard
I never said my people.
You mean the Light Elves?
There aren't many who remember the Children of Light, or their stories. I do.
When Sutter invaded their lands, they begged me for aid. The war with the Vanir had only just ended and I was... wary. Long after, I learned how Sutter devoured the elves' immortal light, Huga by Huga. Maybe it's the same light that now allows him to renew himself after death.
During the conquest, he must have uncovered knowledge of the Salakars.
But to what end?
What Hugars does it hold?
Those of two warlords. One a Muspel, the other a Jotun.
Nothing more?
Nothing more. At least not of value.
He speaks the truth.
You deal with a fire nymph?
A fire nymph? I am the finest fire nymph in all of Svartalheim.
Allow me to introduce Asa, treasonous daughter of Sutter, and my friend.
You grow dewy-eyed in your dotage.
What have you unearthed?
Only rumors. My father is rebuilding something large and powerful, though its exact nature I cannot fathom.
And the Salakar is intended to be part of this something.
Most likely. Either way, its value to my father is so great he may indeed trade your son for its return.
Return to your stepmother. Arrange a trade. And one more thing. I would feel better knowing you're protected.
Sinmara travels far and wide, but I will rejoin her as you wish.
Whatever the Salakar is, I must steal it back once Baldur is safe.
Why?
Ragnorak comes. I've made plans, but they are not ideal. Perhaps the Salakar offers another way. One that will allow me to truly save those I care about. Even you.
To unlock its secrets, I will need help. There are rumors of a shelter nearby. Its dwellers may be able to assist me. Try looking near the largest karst south of here. Tell them I sent you. No dwarf would give up the chance to work with Ivaldi.
Langren was once home to your rivals, Sindri and Broka. Your name may not carry much weight here.
Don't make me laugh. No one cares about those two. I'll follow you once I've finished taking what I need.
This is the old workshop that Ivaldi spoke of. I should check if it's already here. Leading to the shelter. shelter must be nearby. A word, my friend. Evil requests your aid.
Ain't my concern. Go talk to Ogre.
He's the master of this workshop?
Master? Nah, boy, he's chief when the masters ain't here.
No, we are their dearest allies. They won't let us down.
I do not take kindly to being interrupted.
How can so many starving dwarves...
Do I look like I got time for small
shit?
talk? Can't you see I'm busy? Do I look like I got time for small talk?
I'm sure I know
The High One will save us from the giants. But who will save us from the High One?
Greetings, dwarf. I am Harvey of the Asia. You're not one to waste words, friend. I wish there were more like you. Let's talk again soon.
Seriously? You really did that?
Nice to see you. You know how it works. Fix a problem for Reda, get a reward. And you'll be back. And there will be more contracts waiting.
I'd rather drink this water and shit coming out of my own house.
Hello there. I bring word from Ivaldi.
What do I care? Go talk to the Ganger.
Ganger?
Yeah, the chief. Name's Oakler.
I should go speak with Oakler again.
Why are you?
Standing? Get back here, little many.
How can so many starving dwarves produce so much shit?
What do you want?
Ivaldi sends me. He requires the help of a skilled artisan.
A meeting of minds, huh? Well, it ain't up to me. You'd best talk to Brocker or Sindri.
They still breathe? Where are they?
No idea. Sindri went off adventuring. He does that. Mind you, it's been a while since he left.
How much of a while?
Couple of weeks.
And his absence doesn't worry you?
Not my business where he goes.
And Broker?
Went to look for Sindri. Bit of a worry guts, that one. Ever since he mucked up the forging of Mjolnir. Anyway, look, leave your name and I'll pass it to Brocker when he shows up.
Tell him Harvey of Asgard was here.
Harvey of... by Ymir? Really, it is you?
I'll return tonight. In the meantime, fetch Ivaldi. He's at the old workshop ruins.
Here to lend a hand?
So many starving dwarves produce so much shit. How can so many starving dwarves produce so much shit?
Has abandoned us.
No, we are their dearest allies. They won't let us down. 3 times it stung me. 3! On the hand, then the neck, oh, then on my eyeball.
A true master would ignore such trifles.
Trifles? That gadfly was the size of a squirrel! A big one!
An ogre could tear me limb from limb, and still my severed hands would finish the job. That is focus. That is passion. That is
horseshit. Master Broker, I'm glad you have made it home. And your brother? Did you find him?
Yeah. You never did say where he was.
I believe Sindri went adventuring.
Adventuring? No, that's not it. He went to find the special mead. Had a hankering, he said.
Special mead?
Yeah, the special mead.
Sutunga's special mead?
What's that frosty arse got to do with it? We ain't in Jotunheim, in case you hadn't noticed. Well, there's this mead they make down at the brewery. So sweet, well, it's bloody sweet, all right? Anyway, Sindri had an itch for him. Just a horn or 2, he said. So, off he goes. That was half a moon ago. I told him not to do it. Too many giants out there, but he wouldn't listen. Him and his cravings.
Where can I find this brewery?
Ailthorpe, southeast of here, other side of the marsh. Can't miss it. You're going to rescue him?
I will find him, yes. And afterwards, you and he will repay me by helping Evildy with the job I need done.
Now, hold on. We didn't,
Good. We have a deal. That gadfly? It was Loki. Thor himself could not have withstood the sting.
How can so many starving dwarves produce so much shit?
Remind me, why